and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. It's the home opener for the Coon Rapids Cardinals as they host conference rival Blaine Bengals. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie, two teams that lost their season opener. A little bit different story there, though. The Cardinals come in after losing 9-3 to Chisago Lakes. Blaine comes off a loss to the number one ranked team from Lakeville South.
Well, yeah, Lakeville South made it to the state championship last year, and they won. They lost 6-3. I talked to Coach Chris Carroll, and they basically said, he likes to get competition like that, and they felt their guys played really well. They were up 3-2 in the third period before giving up 4 unanswered.
They had leads of 1-0, 2-1, and 3-2 before giving up those 4 unanswered. The last one was an empty net goal, so realistically lost a close game to the Lakeville South Panthers. They were a 10-10 team last year that ended in the section semifinals. They lost to Centennial in the section semifinals. They bring back a lot of the players that were in that top group. I think they lost their top 2 scorers, but a number of guys who can put the puck away are back again this year. So they have a good nucleus coming back, and they're anchored by a guy on the blue line that really can get the job done.
Yeah, Finn Loftus, Coach Carroll couldn't say enough good things about him. He's an offensive defenseman. He had an assist in that loss to Lakeville South, but he's really the leader on the ice for those guys.
And for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, they have an outstanding group of sophomores coming in. All 3 goals against Chisago Lakes were scored by those sophomores. They had 1 from Bresnahan, 2 from Barsness. But, the senior group that's coming in, they're taking some different roles on. And really, Harry Koval is such a great leader for this team. He's been on the blue line most of his career through youth. The last 2 seasons of high school hockey, he's been a blue liner. Now moving up to the front, he did have an assist in that game, but he's really a great leader for this team, both emotionally and by getting the job done on the ice.
Well, Harry's one of my favorite players on this team, and this young group's going to need some senior leadership, especially playing in this conference. There's so many good teams that they're going to face as this season unfolds. So I like Harry. I like what he does. Had an assist in that loss, and so he is going to bring that leadership, as you mentioned, to the ice for the Cardinals this season.
Well, the Cardinals got a taste of what those young Cardinals got a taste of what varsity speed is. It's going to get even faster now that they get into the Northwest Suburban Conference play. The Bengals and the Cardinals drop the puck next on CTN. Back at the Crick, a really good crowd on hand, both sides, and it's so good to see, of course, fans limited for attendance last season due to COVID. No restrictions now, and we've got a good fan base packed in the house, and we are ready to rock and roll. Bengals get the opening puck possession and get it in deep. Kumani Poor looking up the boards. That pass is behind Koval, turned around at center ice. Finn Loftus skates it in deep. He'll take it around behind, try to wrap around, stopped up by Danik. Cleansing, able to poke it free for Coon Rapids. He'll come up the near side, long pass out of the reach of Clark and all the way down. Icing waved off. Coon Rapids will get a line change as Loftus leaves it back behind for Adam Pooter. Pooter's pass ahead, broken up by Koval. Still loose through center. Comes to Rowan Beresnahan. His pass was intended for Luke Steffen, who was just getting off the ice, and a little exchange, a little problem on the exchange. He jumped off to avoid too many men, and so that'll lead to icing and the face-off back in the Coon Rapids end.
Yeah, when I had a chance to talk...
Tyler Barsness, rather.
Sorry, when I had a chance to talk to Chris Carroll, he said, we're going to play fast and we're going to play physical, and that's just our style of hockey, and we're going to see that tonight as this game continues.
Nick Mikan had a goal, 2 assists in that loss. Cardinals able to get it out as Eli Bowden took a big hit, turned around by Mikan. Mikan bumped by Bresnahan as he enters the zone. Right back on it is Mikan. Chopped off his stick, stays with it. A shot off the side of the net. Penner will play it back to the line. Parent plays it back in deep. Bresnahan will fling it around to the far side. Bowden chops it ahead. Pass by Barsness was taken away by Penner, but he's pinched off at the blue line. Penner gets it back and will dump it in deep. They're getting a line change. In on the attack is Alec Ernest. Ernest behind the net. Bump there. We'll play it back to the line. Pooter a shot. That's deflected out front. Goes off the side of the net after Swanson deflected it. Loose puck just left there. Bengals jump on it. Quick shot stopped up by Danik. Loose puck comes out to the high slot. Coon Rapids able to chop it out of the zone as Rising gets it out. Bengals turn it around quickly. Swanson fires it in deep. Danik stops it up behind, leaves it there for Bresnahan. Hazelwood gets it out to center. Pooter regroups. Loftus will loft it in as Bresnahan picks it up in the near corner. Stretch pass attempt, stopped up by Loftus. Right back in comes Lager. Lager tried to bring it between his legs, and that was broken up. Pass skips off the stick out to center. Off the stick of Luke Rising, and waiting in his own zone is Caden Parent. He plays it ahead, stopped up by Bresnahan at the blue line. Cross ice pass, stopped up there by Schaefer. Steffen behind the net for Blaine. Spins away from contact by Bush. Bumped off of it, loose puck, picked up behind the net by Schaefer, played out front, kicked, and covered by Danik.
A little feisty in front of the net, in front of Danik. You know, talking to Coach Brock, Joe, and I said, well, you know, what are some of the things that you guys need to improve on? He says, we have to be disciplined. He said they were not disciplined in that 9-3 loss to Cambridge ISANA. He said, take a look at Chris Carroll, head coach for the Blaine Bengals.
Well, Blaine bringing a lot of pressure early on, just over 3 minutes into this contest, and it's almost entirely been in the Coon Rapids end. This one played across to Schaefer, a high shot to flex up and out of play. Faceoff will stay in the Coon Rapids zone.
You know, and I think for the Cardinals, it's defense is really going to be important tonight because obviously they're going to have to try and score, but they have to do a really nice job in their own end because, as you mentioned, they're spending a lot of time down there.
Kamani Poor in the faceoff dot against Penner, able to tie up. Gets it to Koval, his pass behind Clark, but out of the zone. Schaefer retreats to his own end, dips it off the boards. Scooped up there by Penner. He'll skate across the ice, now stops, waits, gets it across for Mikan, and Dean Anderson in just a step too early, and the offside call will bring a face-off just outside the Coon Rapids zone.
And the Bengals trying to set up their offense here. As we see so much action down, you're going to see the offsides there. And so much action down in the Cardinal end.
Cardinals able to win the draw. Pass just out of the reach of Barsness. Hack with it back into the Bengals zone. Up ahead, Swanson deflects it in deep. Klinzing swings it around. Turning with it is Bowden. Bowden pressured, coughs it up. Turning with it is Hawk. Bowden able to get it back, plays it off the glass, knocked down by Loftus. Loftus walking in. He'll take the shot. Saved and held by Danik.
Again, the Bengals just trying to put shots in on net. 3 so far here in period number 1. And as we talked about, most of the action being down in the Cardinal end, Cardinals yet to get a shot on goal.
Face-off won by the Bengals. Loftus plays it to Steffen. Steffen got it to Lager, and Lager just sent it in on Danik, and Danik will cover it up.
Well, and Mark knows too that he cannot give up, he's got to try not to anyway, give up rebounds to a team like this who's going to be camped out in front.
Shot by Steffen was blocked. Played in deep. Stahlberger gets it to the line and out, and the Bengals offside.
Yeah, again, this could not keep the puck in there in the Cardinal end.
Bengals win the draw again. Pooter ahead, deflected. Lager walking in. Backhand and a goal.
Oh, that was a pretty shot, too. Got it up in the far corner, over the shoulder. The goaltender.
Well, and a nice play from center.
Well, yeah,
Steffen
beautiful
just
pass.
deflected it right to him, sent him in alone. Short side, top shelf on the backhand.
First goal and point for Lager of the season.
And the Bengals with the early lead. Parent sends it across. Schaefer ahead, and that's deflected up and out of play in the Coon Rapids bench. Koval able to poke it away from Penner and push it into the zone. He's on it, centering. It goes off a skate and right in on net. But fortunately for the Bengals, Wallen able to make the save.
Unfortunately is correct.
Penner quickly the other way behind the net. Centers, nobody home. Kept in at the line by Schaefer. Played in on Danik. He'll save and cover for another faceoff.
Again, the Cardinals don't get much of an opportunity when they get down to the Bengal end. The Bengals are quick to take the puck away and get down the length of the ice quickly.
Another look. I'm not sure if Clark got a piece of that or if it went off the defender's
I thought
skate.
it went off the defender,
but you know, that's all. That all started with the speed and pressure from Harry Koval. Tyler Barsness races into the zone, tried to drop it, but that was misguided. And Swanson going back the other way. He's pinned to the boards by Barsness. Played in toward the net now. Recovered by Kish. Kish sends it around, held in. Walking is Loftus, and he risks a shot that ends up over the glass and out of play.
yeah, I wasn't sure. Danik looked like he was going to maybe try and glove that one. Did it get a piece of him? I'm not sure.
Might have hit the top of the crossbar, but Bengals win the draw again. Loftus chops it in, trying to get it to Pooter. Pooter in the corner. Pinched there by Tatum Bush. Pooter will put it back in. Steffen trying to bring it out front, and the net came off.
Six shots on goal so far for the Bengals. The one for Coon Rapids. The Cardinals would love to be able to try and generate some offense here. They got to get that. They got to get the puck out of their own end.
Back to the line. It bounced off the stick of Parent out to center ice. Good push to get it into the zone by Koval, but he lost his stick. Back the other way comes Lager. Lager takes it in deep. Ridden off along the end boards by Klinsing. Steffen on it. Klinsing comes away with it. Across for Clark. Nathan Clark will send it in on goal from center ice, and Wallen will glove it for the faceoff.
And again, just get the action down in the Bengal end if you can.
Barsness is able to win the draw, but Bush couldn't handle, or Bowden rather couldn't handle it. Back the other way comes Mike, and he gets around. The shot just misses wide. Kept in at the line by Schaefer. His shot hit traffic. Bowden behind his back gets it ahead for Barsness. Barsness tied up with Mike, and the puck loose chopped out of the zone, and here comes Mikan back the other way for the Bengals. Mikan into the zone, had it swept off his stick. He's tracked into the corner and taken down by Klinzing. Recovered in the corner by Dylan Pack. Pass ahead, handcuffed by Ben Kish a little bit. Turned around quickly by the Bengals. Long pass, finds Kish alone at the near blue line. He walks in, trying to feed it out front, but that was kicked away by Loftus.
Now Loftus did a nice play getting in the pass and getting his stick on it.
That's when you just got to shoot too much traffic to get that pass through. Penner had it tipped off his stick by Taden Bush. Cardinals dump it in, finish their line change. Up the near board, Swanson is met there, held by Kamani Poor. Koval in the corner, gets it to Clark, backhand toward the net, nothing on it, and an easy cover for Wallen.
And again, you direct it to the net, something may happen, you may get fortunate. The Cardinals are just looking for that opportunity. A couple of shots here, additional shots on net, to get them up to 3 so far for the game.
Poor able to win the draw. Koval plays it back to the point. His shot didn't make it through. Novak didn't get a lot on the shot, but it hit that traffic out front and did not get through to Wallen. Swanson tips it in. Bush plays it across to Novak and out of the zone. The Bengals have to wait for everybody to exit. Koval will flip it in on the backhand. Loftus behind his own net. Kamani Poor steps up and takes the hard end of that hit. A long wrist shot, save and cover for Danik.
Yeah, Danik again. The shot there wasn't a lot on the shot, but it kind of trickled out in front of him. And
well, we're going to get a Blaine penalty.
That.
I don't know what they're calling. Stefan being sent to the box and Coon Rapids being put on the power play. And I think he's the one that Kamani had stepped up on, and he got the better part of the hit. I'm not sure what the call was. Another look at, no, that's not who it was. So I'm not sure where the penalty was, because they didn't call the penalty until after the save was made.
Well, nonetheless, Cardinals on the power play.
Bengals able to win it and send it to Mike for the ice. Unsportsmanlike for Landon Stefan, and so probably said something within earshot of the referee that the referee did not like. Cardinals did give up 3 shorthanded goals in that loss, and that was kind of a weird one from Mikan that nearly eluded the pads of Danik. Cross ice pass, Kish couldn't handle it. Bengals able to get it and clear, and here comes Mikan on a breakaway. Mikan, shorthanded, scores.
And again, you turn the puck over in your own zone, and those kind of things happen. And Mikan did a good job of taking care of it. He used his speed to get to the puck and set himself up, and nice little wrist shot and found the back of the net.
Just no chance for Klinzing to catch up.
Mikan's second goal of the season.
4th point.
Yep.
Had a goal and 2 assists.
Yes,
factored into all 3 goals against Lakeville South. Stopped up behind by Wallen. And the Bengals clear it.
Assisted by number 14, Tim Loftus.
Loftus got the assist, so his 3rd point of the season. He had a goal and an assist in the loss to Lakeville South. Clark will play it back to Klinzing. Ahead, Poor tips it into the zone. Penner will get there first, wing it up the boards, held by Klinzing. Down to the mid boards for Poor behind the net. Clark out front, a chance at a goal for Kamani Poor on the power play.
How big was that goal? I mean, Blaine's had all the momentum, and Kamani does a nice job of getting in front of the net and then poking it home. That was huge. You see a nice feed to the back of the net.
Plays it down low, Clark out front.
Yeah. Right on the side of the net.
And Koval just redirects to the back post, and Poor puts it home.
Yeah, big goal.
And the Cardinals needed that, especially after giving up the shorty.
They did.
Not let Blaine really just continue to motor. And now Coon Rapids is going to go on the shorthanded as Zach Novak tied up with the Bengals entering the zone. I think that was Bryce Lager, and took him down. And so now Blaine's going to get the chance with the advantage to try and answer. And I believe they had a power play goal in that game against Lakeville South. They also gave up a shorthanded goal, but that was the empty netter at the end of the game.
Yep. Now a situation for the Cardinals. Their power play, or their penalty kill unit, needs to step up here. They got a little momentum back by that Poor goal, and now they're going to do their best to try and work this penalty off.
Well, that should be a penalty right there, no doubt about it. That should be boarding. That was all numbers, but no call. And play continues. Lager at the near point, trying to get it to the back post, and that was deflected away by Taden Bush. Played back to Mikan, now Loftus. Loftus to Lager, walking in. He'll shoot. Save. Rebound. Pulled in behind.
Yeah, Danik wasn't sure where the puck was.
Lager leaves for Loftus, down to Mikan, a shot that went through the blue paint. Loftus collects off the boards up top, leaves it for Lager. Lager walks in, glove save, Danik. Lager down low, centering pass, broken up, swept to the boards, but not out. Loftus to Lager. Lager waits for time, winds, then tries to send it down low. That was deflected away by Cleansing. Up to Loftus. He'll walk in, a shot that went through traffic off the boards behind the net. Barsness able to jump onto the loose puck, bang it off the boards and all the way down. A desperately needed clear for the Cardinal Killers. Loftus ahead for Penner, down the right wing. Penner in behind, plays it out to the point and then gets it right back. Loftus for Hawk. Hawk tried to center, went right through the slot. Recollected by Pooter, down to Penner. Penner to Pooter. Pooter across to Loftus, able to hold it at the line. Hawk, his pass blocked by Pack. Kicked free. Poor able to send it around. Koval fanned on the clear attempt, dumped back in behind the net. Pack will get it ahead. Clark sends it across ice. As the penalty is over, ahead it goes. And here comes Clark walking in, a shot and a save by Wallen.
Well, nice job by the Cardinals to work off that penalty. Blaine did have some pressure, but nothing to speak of in terms of score.
Got a couple of shots on the power play, but still a 2-1 contest with 4:17 to go here in the first period. And here's another look at this, and I am not sure how in the world you don't call that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is, I mean, you saw Stefan's head. He thought for sure he was going to get called, because that's, you just.
Yeah, he knew he was wrong and still did not get a call.
But fortunately, nobody hurt.
Correct. That's the main thing.
And Cardinals able to kill that penalty off. Trying to create some pressure, bring some physicality. Stefan into the zone for the Bengals. Gets around Cleansing and close and scores.
Stefan with just nice stick work and able to get in and around the defense and still have strong enough wrist to be able to put the puck in the back of the net. And all of a sudden now it's 3-1. Blaine.
Yeah, good hands to make his way.
Yeah, his hands are real strong. Look at the
around Cleansing, and then able to patiently get himself all the way around that right pad of Danik and slip it home and get Blaine back in front by 2.
They get a little under 4 minutes remaining in the opening period. After a little momentum gathering for the Cardinals, Blaine comes back and answers to get that 2-goal cushion again.
Pooter from the point, his shot deflected wide by Ernest out front. Quick shot by Loftus, turned away by Danik. Loftus has it back. Looks for Swanson, backhand, ends up in the far corner. Recovered by Hawk. Hawk pressured there by Bush. Another shot in, turned away by Danik. Cardinals able to get the clear. Kish dumps it in before being taken to the boards by Pooter. Barsness able to win the puck in the corner. Outnumbered, but able to get control, trying to get it to the point, but Swanson takes it away from Blaine and then dumps it in as there's 3 minutes remaining. Klinzing tried to drop it off for Bresnahan, but a little miscommunication. Anderson on it for the Bengals. Bresnahan trying to pinch him to the boards. Short angle shot by Mikan turned away. Schaefer from the high slot, the save and hold by Danik.
Well, Danik, just made sure he did a good job of seeing where that puck was, able to hold on. There was some traffic in front of him.
Bengals able to win the draw. Parent through traffic. It was redirected by Pooter and kicked away by Danik. Pooter, or Penner rather, taken away by the Cardinals and cleared out to center. Schaefer tracks it down back in his own end. Head for Anderson. His pass was deflected. Mikan able to collect and get it into the zone. Pack behind his own net will redirect. Pressured from behind by Anderson. Pitchforks it high and all the way down. That'll be icing.
Yeah, again, the Bengals have been doing a really nice job of putting pressure down on the Cardinal end. Already 14 shots on goal here with a couple of minutes remaining in period number 1.
Bush sweeps it along on the backhand, not enough to get it to Kish. Schaefer tried to flip it back in, and the Lager rather got a little bit too much under it, flipped it up and out of play. And that faceoff should come outside the zone.
Which it does.
Cardinals able to win the draw. Bresnahan plays it out to center, tipped ahead by Barsness, turned around there by Pooter. And now Bush plays it behind. Bresnahan gives it right back to him. Barsness comes back to support. Long pass ahead, deflected by Bowden into the zone. Kish will give chase. Tipped away by Pooter. Bowden able to get there. He's held up. Bengals able to get it out of the zone. Bush able to get the turnover. Barsness on the attack, spins away from the pressure, and then had it taken away by Steffen. Back at the blue line, Bengals come with numbers. Shot the save by Danik, and then poked to the corner with the stick. Steffen back on it. To the high slot, down low. Nice passing from the Bengals, really, but Steffen really low angle shot. And then that one just fluttering up high, and Danik able to get a glove on it and hold for the face-off. Under a minute to go in this opening period.
Yeah, I don't think Steffen got what he wanted on that shot. He was ready to put that slap shot in from the pass, but I don't think he got all his stick on it. Put a solid strike to it.
Parent pushes it in deep. Cardinals tying up Bengals as best they can. Pokes free by Poor. Poor in traffic, gets it back to Pack. Pack flips it out to center to Clark. Clark into the Bengals zone, looking for help. Passes out front. Comes Poor, able to pressure. Able to win the puck momentarily, but then taken off of it by Ernest. Swanson at center. Able to get it into the zone. Out front, Hawk just had it just too far ahead of him. Back able to bump him off of it. Swanson is shot right into the chest of Danik, and we'll have a face-off with 5 seconds to go.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Frock has to say between periods. 3-1, respectable for the most part, for considering who they're playing. But I know there's things that they're going to have to work on as this game continues.
Cardinals just trying to burn the time, and the buzzer sounds. And we will go to the first intermission. Blaine up 3-1. Coon Rapids cashes in on their lone power play. They're keeping the Bengals within reach. We'll take a break and hopefully hear from head coach Aaron Frock after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. First intermission, Blaine up 3-1, and we knew that they would come in, bring a lot of pressure. They historically have had the upper hand against this Cardinals team, and they definitely brought the pressure early and often in that first period.
Oh, they controlled the action, and they were down in the Cardinals and the majority of that first period. I thought Mark Danik did a nice job on goal, had a couple of nice saves. I thought that goal that the Cardinals got gave them a little momentum, and I think, for who they're playing, 3-1 is respectable after one.
Not too bad. Take a look at it. The Bengals, as we talked about, got it in deep early, and they kept pounding away. They started the scoring 4.5 minutes in. Lager with a backhand, top shelf, short side. Cardinals, an opportunity at the other end. This one goes, actually it was off of the skate of Clark, and then the shorthanded breakaway for Nick Mikan. He deposits it, but the Cardinals bounce right back and get one on the power play. It starts with Kamani Poor down low to Nathan Clark. Out front, Koval across to Poor at the back door. He gets his first of the season, and at that point, 2-1. And then Landon Steffen with a nice play to get himself around the defense, around the netminder, and restore that 2-goal lead before the first intermission. So Blaine in control, but Coon Rapids definitely in this game at 3-1.
Yeah, they have to feel pretty good, this fact that they know they can play with them here in that first period. We'll see what the second period happens in terms of what Blaine wants to do and continued pressure, outshooting them 17-5 in the first period.
Yeah, they definitely were having their way with the Cardinals, but a couple of bounces, and if the Cardinals can get some of that momentum turned around, things could be different. We hope to hear from head coach Aaron Frock after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of high school hockey.
Did you know? City code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Back at the Crick, 3-1 after one. We are joined now by Cardinal head coach Aaron Frock. And coach, a lot of pressure in your end, but your guys still in this game. You got to feel pretty good about the score where it is.
Yeah, I do. I think we played a little bit undisciplined there at the end. Our D-zone's gotten a little bit sloppy. I think we got some stuff to clean up too on the kill. Biggest thing, we got to get pucks in deep so we can start pressuring. It's been nice seeing our seniors really kind of lead the charge. I think we're going to compete and we're right in this thing.
Obviously, you talk about discipline, and sometimes, you figure there was a little bit of lack of it in that first game. I thought for the most part they were fairly disciplined too. A lot of momentum after getting that first goal, and the guys have to feel pretty good the fact that it's just 3-1, and so far they can play with the Bengals.
Right. We talk about a race to 7 every single night, so it's not going to be a 1 or a 2 goal game. We want to go get 7 every night. Like I said, we got to start using some speed to the neutral zone. We got to play better physically as well. I think we're letting them win too many puck battles, and once we get that puck in deep and we can win those battles, I think we'll start putting the puck in the net.
What's the message to the guys as you go into the locker room?
Clean up the D zone. Let's play a little more disciplined, and let's keep attacking. And let's keep the pressure on them.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll take another break. We'll be back with the second period after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of the home opener for the Coon Rapids Cardinals boys hockey team. Back at the Crick, just about ready to drop the puck on period number 2. Blaine Bengals with a 3-1 edge after the first, and definitely could be a higher score. They spent a lot of time in the Coon Rapids end.
Well, yeah, it really could. I mean, this, especially with the shots on goal, 17 for the Bengals. I mean, they're going to look out. They're going to continue on in the second period, and they're going to try and do what they did in that first period and pressure inside the Cardinal end. The Cardinals, as Coach Frock said, we need to do a better job of clearing that D zone.
Bengals quickly get it in and play it in off of Danik. He just redirects it to the far side. Clark trying to play it out front. Penner able to intercept. Gets it to Pooter. Pooter plays it in deep. Clark trying to sweep it up the boards. Loftus will hold. Loftus circles. Top of the circles. Fires wide off the end boards. Recovered by Mikan. Mikan backhands it out front. Taken away by Klinzing. Klinzing off the boards. Kept in again by Loftus. Mikan walking in. He shoots off the post. Rebound chance. A save and a cover by Danik.
Danik's active already here in this early in this second period, as the Bengals get a couple of shots on net. Again, trying to pressure in the zone.
Face off to the left of Danik, won by Barsness. Bresnan pinched off along the end board. Support comes from Barsness. Barsness trying to skate his way out, has to track the puck down again, gets it deep into the Blaine end. He'll try and cut out front, get a shot off, turned away in close by Wallen. Tied up behind the net, comes loose. Barsness, a backhand off the crossbar. Bresnahan plays it in deep, gets it right back. Bresnahan trying to find some room, didn't get a lot on that shot as his stick was tied up. Kish stands up his man behind the net, but gets a little run over. The Cardinals trying to bring the pressure. That's flipped on into the ceiling and into the rafters, and that will bring a whistle, and the faceoff will stay in the Bengal end.
Boy, the Bengals are big and the Bengals are physical. As we're going to see a good chance there by the Cardinals.
I love the backhand.
Yeah, I do as well. It's just a good opportunity.
Too many guys these days will do everything they can to work their way back to the forehand, and good backhand can definitely be dangerous. Dylan Pack able to take Swanson off the puck, then Swanson able to hammer him to the boards, swept along by Ernest. Up to Loftus at the point, knocked away from him, out of the zone by Hazelwood. Loftus gets it back, waits for his guys to clear, dumps it in off the boards, right in on Danik. Pack circling away from the pressure. Hawk able to bump him off the puck. Here's Ernest with it. Head shot deflected and goes wide. Swanson recovers in the corner. Passing it up top to Loftus. Loftus backhands it across. Pooter will have to get back to it off the boards. His pass out front, deflected back to the corner by Hazelwood. And that's going to get you a penalty each and every time, as the body slam in the corner by Alex Hawk, and slow to get up is Dylan Pack.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely slow to getting up. They're calling for a trainer to come out and take a look at him. He's getting out to his knee.
That could get you some extra time, and they're going to walk him out. He's done.
Wow.
Just like that. And that was, I mean, there's no sense in playing it like that. I mean, he's being held to the boards legally, and he reaches over and just absolutely
just
body slams him, and hopefully Dylan's going to be okay.
Yeah, he got hit his head on the ice.
And that's going to give Coon Rapids a 5-minute major power play. Able to get up and skate back toward the bench.
So in a situation like that, Joe.
And that's good sportsmanship.
Yep.
Several Bengals reaching out and apologizing, saying, hope you're okay.
Does he get a game then next game?
Yep.
Correct?
He's done the rest of tonight and will not be able to play in the next game as well.
That's what I thought. Yeah, just hopefully he's okay. He seems to be, but again, you take a hit like that, you got to make sure you're checked out, and they are checking him out across the way.
Coon Rapids able to cash in on their power play in the first period, but also gave up that shorthanded breakaway goal. Clark in the corner trying to settle a bouncing puck. Trying to get it across and deflected off, and a goal!
Boy, how big a goal is that for the Cardinals?
And the major penalty means it's all you can eat. The defenseman just trying to stop the pass from getting through, and it goes right in behind his netminder.
That is big. That is firing this Cardinal squad and crowd up. We'll take another look at it. And it's just a weird bounce. It went right off the knee of a Bengal defender.
Yeah, Loftus just trying to put the knee in the way and try and stop that pass from getting through.
And it just went up and over the goaltender.
Cuts the lead to 1. And a lot of time still left on this major penalty. Stefan jumps up and nearly able to slip that in behind Danik, and
I thought he had it.
I like goaltenders being aggressive, coming out and playing that puck, but you have to make sure it either goes to your player, it goes to a safe place on the ice, or it goes outside the blue line. Those three things absolutely has to be one of the three. Stefan in, and he's tripped up, and that's going to mean we're going to play 4-on-4 hockey now. So that'll erase a chunk of the major power play for Coon Rapids. Loftus from behind his own net will skate at the length of the ice. He's tripped up. And hopefully for Coon Rapids' sake, that's not two separate penalties. It's like Rowan Bresnahan going to go for the trip. So it'll be 2 minutes of 4-on-4, and then we'll play. Coon Rapids will have another minute and a half on the power play.
With 13:23 remaining in the period, Coon Rapids is
Cleansing trying to work his way through center, coughs it up, it goes right to Barsness, a shot. Rebound chopped back toward the net by the Blaine defender. And they nearly scored another one for the Cardinals on this power play.
Well, again, you put pressure in front of the net, good things can happen.
Bowden behind his own net. I suppose it wouldn't have been on the power play. It's 4-on-4. Caden Bush evades Loftus, gets it in deep. Loftus able to chop it away. Gets it ahead for Mikan at center. Mikan into the zone, leaves it for Lager. Lager trying to get it back to him. That's deflected up and out of play. Face off at the Coon Rapids end with 12:32 to go in period number 2.
Again, another chance for the Cardinals there.
Yeah, watch the rebound.
Yeah.
Don't chop that back towards your net.
No. Get it away from that direction.
Chop it to the corner.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want to make your own goaltender have to work for
well,
it.
and I mean, just keep your coaching staff from having heart attacks.
Yes.
Waiting and dumping it in deep is Zach Novak. Bengals recollect back on the attack. Luke Steffen into the zone. Left it back for Landon Steffen. It's broken up by Clark. Ben Kish into the zone, trying to make his way around Caden Parent. Able to poke it free. Scooped up by Luke Steffen. And Steffen will get it right back. Steffen brothers down the wings, the shot, and the hold by Danik.
Yeah, Danik again just staying with that puck and just making sure he held on to it. I mean, you don't want to give up a rebound to a dangerous team like the Bengals. And Mark just a great job of just making sure he secures it.
Barsness able to win the draw. Novak flips it to center, trying to spring Eli Bowden, and just too much on it. That'll be icing. I like the thought.
Yep.
So you got to have a little touch on the sauce right there. If you can, you want that puck to just kind of die just inside the blue line. Quick shot off the face-off. Danik the save and the cover.
Yeah, Danik had to look to make sure where he saw the puck.
13 seconds left of 4-on-4, and then the Cardinals will have about a little more than 90 seconds left of power play on that major penalty and game misconduct to Alex Hawk. And that'll be, you just got to let Blaine touch that puck. Would have been a high stick, hard to remember, or hard to notice though. But that was the right idea, just that soft chip out to center ice and try and sneak your speedy guy behind him. Back on the power play is Coon Rapids, cleansing set up behind his own net.
Yeah, if they can try and get an opportunity to capitalize here with the remaining power play they have, it would be huge for the Cardinals. But
pass too far for Barsness, turned right back into the zone. Cleansing will wait. Leave it off, and Barsness will carry this time. Tyler Barsness through center, into the zone, and Kish was in just a step too early. Just under a minute left. You see Kish on the far side, and that it was Bengals forcing Barsness to make that move right before the blue line. It forces the offside. Poor trying to work his way through traffic. This one fired all the way down, right in on Danik. Directed to the corner where it's scooped up by Bresnahan. Rowan Bresnahan will avoid the stick check, but then coughed it up to Landon Steffen. Landon Steffen pressured there by Poor. Coughs it up back outside the zone. Rowan Bresnahan on it for the Cardinals. Drops it off. Clark's shot broken up by Nate Schaefer. Cardinals able to keep it in the zone. Taden Bush down to the corner. Back for Clark, a shot. Save made, and the rebound up into the breezers of Shaver, and that'll bring the whistle. Just 12 seconds left on the power play.
Yeah, Wallen got a piece of that, pushed it to the side. You see here, Stefan playing without a stick.
Yeah, went off Wallen, off
Yep.
Schaefer's face mask and into his breezers. Just over 10 minutes to go in the second period. Cardinals win the face-off. The shot by Cleansing doesn't make it through traffic. Barsness comes away with it. Circles. Big blast from Cleansing, deflected and goes wide, and the penalty is over. The Bengals back to full strength. Lager will skate through center. Drags it through his skates, can't get back to his stick. Chopped ahead for Kish. Kish sends it into the Bengals zone. Loftus circles with it, gets it to Pooter. Pooter leaves it for Lager. Lager into the zone. He'll shoot. The save by Danik into the corner. Lager recovers off the boards. Pass is broken up. Still loose, turning and scoring is Loftus, who snuck down to the top of the crease. And he pushes the lead back to 2 for Blaine.
Yeah, he really did a good job of getting behind the defense and just sweeping it into the back of the net. You see it there. He's just behind the defense. And a great chance for him, and he makes it count, 4-2 in favor of the Bengals.
With 3:12 left in the period, Blaine scoring. Scoring for Blaine, number 14, Finn Loftus. Assisted by number 7, Bryce Lager. And assisted by number 8, Alex Ernest.
Out front, the backhand just off the side of the cage for Luke Rising. Bengals right back the other way. Anderson down the left wing. Lost the handle, recovers it. Pressured by Bresnahan, coughs it up. Bresnahan gets it right back from Rising. Bresnahan into the zone. Slides it past Schaefer, recovers it in the corner. Chopped off his stick again. There to support is Will Marty. Played up the boards. And out to center, and here comes Schaefer again. Or Stefan, rather. Tipped off his stick by Cleansing. Cleansing and Stefan behind the net. Coming away with it is Penner. Out to the point for Loftus. Loftus able to walk in. Still with it. Patient. And he scores.
Boy.
And that is patience, keeping it through all that traffic and then just tucking it in to make it a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, 2 quick goals for Loftus. Just a beautiful move to get around it, then the pretty goal.
I mean, nice move there to avoid that pressure. And that's just staying patient all the way to the back. Danik thought he was going to shoot at the top of the slot. Got him to drop down.
Blaine scoring goal with number 14, Finn Loftus. Assisted by number 3, Joe Benner. And assisted by number 19, Luke Stefan.
Landon Stefan up to Loftus up top. Loftus right back to Stefan. Stefan shoots and scores.
Oh, it's just a beautiful pass from Loftus to Stefan. Again, Stefan is all alone in front of Danik and does a good job of putting it behind him. See it there. Look at the pass right on his stick, and defender not able to get a stick on it. He's able to put it in the back of the net. Makes it 6-2.
3 very quick goals. Less than 2 minutes to score those 3 goals. And it goes from 3-2 to 6-2.
Assisted by number 14, Finn Loftus. And assisted by number 9, Adam Hooter.
And now the Bengals have all the momentum, have the Cardinals on their heels. Sutherland dumps it in. Danik will drop it off for Bresnahan. Bresnahan fanned on it as he's pressured there by Dickman. As the Bengals have opened up their bench a little bit, bringing out a little more of their depth. Kish can't get through the traffic. Chip back out to center by Ernest. Bresnahan turns it around. Deflected in by Kish. Poor pressuring in the corner. Tied up by Sutherland. Bengals can't get it out on the far side. Long shot from Klinzing, turned away with the blocker by Wallen. Long pass broken up by Clark. Turned around by the Cardinals. Clark at center will shovel it in on the backhand. Wallen fires it off the glass. Loose puck comes out. Poor the shot. Stick save Wallen. Played back in behind by Koval out to the point. Shot by Novak hit traffic. Covered by Mikan out to Koval. He'll shoot through traffic. Wallen will glove it and settle it down for the faceoff.
Well, the Cardinals know that they need to get some pressure in front. They're down by 4 goals. They had a little momentum after scoring and cutting the lead to 3-2, but that's how quickly and Blaine grabbed that lead back to put all the momentum back on now on their side.
Barsness able to win the draw. Klinzing shot is blocked. Swept back behind the net. Tried to go back to the short side. Novak turns it right back in. Barsness shot deflected wide. Kidd tried to center. Loftus gets it ahead, and here's Lager skating through center. Lager into the zone, lost the handle, and it gets in where Danik can cover it up.
Well, Blaine certainly not letting up on the pressure.
Well, and when they can bring pressure the way that they do, that's how quickly the tide can change.
Yep.
You have a couple of down shifts, and just like that, they blow that lead open. Shot from the point by Bush goes wide. Koval able to cut off the outlet just outside the zone, dump it back in deep. Loftus moves it in. Schaefer's pass, or Swanson's pass rather, is deflected, but scooped up by Ernest into the zone. Stick save by Danik, then played off the side of the net. Swanson recovers in the corner, trying to stay away from Bresnahan. Ernest tried to play it out to the point, broken up by Koval. Koval in danger of having his pocket picked, tried to pass, that didn't click. And then Koval able to shovel it in deep. Schaefer gets it back to Loftus. Loftus chips it off the board out to center. Klinzing back in his own end. And now we'll get it right back from Bush. Get it ahead into the zone. Kish had it tipped off his stick as he went to shoot. Lager able to come away with the puck along the boards, use his speed to the other end. Had it deflected off, pushed off his stick by Zach Novak, but able to come around. Mikan spins and misses wide. Lager recovers. Lager centers, that deflects off the near boards, recovered by Mikan. Mikan shot that deflected up and over the net, not a play.
See the time left, 3:43 remaining in the second period, a 4-goal lead for the Bengals.
Back to the point, Schaefer sends it in deep. Klinzing pushed off it by Anderson. Lager recovers for the Bengals. He's taken to the boards by Barsness. Able to come away with the puck though. Chopped back into the corner. Lager recovers again. Lager up to the hash marks, looking to pass, and now we'll send it out to the point. A shot through traffic into the glove hand of Mark Danik.
Again, just getting pressure on the inside, making Danik work. Not quite the amount of shots that they had in the first period, but just 9 compared to the 17.
Shot, rebound, and a huge save by Danik.
Oh, I don't know how he saved
Point
that.
blank on Steffen. Good recovery after the first shot from the far boards. Sutherland's shot up over the net off the end boards. Swanson plays it back to Schaefer at the point. He fires it into the far corner. Sutherland dumps it back. Schaefer tied up there by Klinzing. Recovered by Novak. Novak chips it off the boards to himself. Looking to pass. His pass knocked down. Sutherland at center ice. Turns it around for the Bengals and sends it in deep. Left behind, Novak. Right up the middle of the ice. Sutherland cuts it off. Barsness with it just inside his own zone. Will circle. And now move it ahead. Espinoza deflects it into the zone. Sutherland chips it out. Cardinals able to send it back out. Fresh on the ice is Hazelwood. Hazelwood had his pocket picked by Loftus. Loftus squeezed to the end boards by Espinoza. Played ahead to Steffen. Steffen drops it for Mikan. He's bumped off of it. And we're going to get a penalty behind the play. Another look at the initial save and great push-off recovery. Nolan Hazelwood going to the penalty box for Coon Rapids. I didn't see what happened.
I didn't see it either.
It was clearly behind the play somewhere. Bengals 0 for 1 on the power play. They had a couple of shots during their one power play back in the first period.
One of the many sophomores on this Cardinal club.
Win the draw, Pooter. Back to Penner. His cross-ice pass taken away and played in deep by Luke Reising.
So 2 minutes for charging.
2 minutes for charging.
Penner up the boards into the zone. Will circle behind the net. Out front, in close, and that chipped wide on the backhand by Pooter. Out to the point for Schaefer. Pooter, a one-timer, didn't get a lot on it, and it missed wide, and then swept the length of the ice by Bresnahan.
The Cardinals are hoping to kill this penalty off. They certainly do not want to give up an additional goal before the end of the second period. Already trailing by 4.
Mikan in deep, goes to the backhand and sent it just wide out to the point for Lager. Across for Loftus. And we're going to get another penalty. This one's going to go against the Bengals out front.
I think Steffen.
Luke Steffen battling for position in front with Bresnahan, and that'll negate the rest of the penalty. It's going to be a high stick call. So we'll play 4-on-4 for the remainder of this period. Well, I suppose Coon Rapids technically will have a power play for the last 3 seconds. The Cardinals will start the third period with fresh ice and a power play. Mikan lost the handle as he went to shoot. This one flipped up out of the zone. Barsness behind the defense. Circles away from the pressure. Had a man crashing on the far post. Didn't see him. Tried to force that one through, deflected away by Lager, able to keep it in the zone at least momentarily, then pushed it away and got it to Bowden. Bowden in close, turned away by Walwood. Lager, a 2-on-1 developing through center ice. Lager running out of steam, spins away, looks for the pass. Not able to get it through. Loftus circles, down to the final 20 seconds. Loftus between his own legs, backhands out front. Puck comes loose. Clear didn't get out. Schaefer fires to the far corner, under 8 seconds to go. Mikan to Schaefer, back to Loftus. Loftus down low. Mikan tried to go short side top shelf as the penalty expires and the buzzer sounds, and got a little scrap as Bresnahan's helmet got taken off. Circled around with with Mikan in the corner. And we'll see if there are additional penalties handed at the end of the period. But we are going to the break. Coon Rapids trailing Blaine at 6-2. We'll see what additional penalties may be assessed and whether the Cardinals will still have a power play when we start the third. We got 17 more to go. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Blaine with a 6-2 lead as we reach the second intermission. We are joined now by head coach Chris Carroll. And coach, you got to be happy with the score, especially the 3 quick goals that helped you open up the lead. But things getting a little bit undisciplined there at the end.
Yeah, no question with that. It's something early in the year, and it's still 17-year-old kids trying to wrangle emotions, but yeah, it's certainly something that we gotta certainly dial in and not let that emotion and that circumstance dictate our behavior out there, because clearly it's getting the best of us, and that deviates from what we want to try to do here tonight.
The Cardinals cut it to 3-2 and put a little more pressure. You got to be breathing fairly easy after getting those 3 goals to take that 6-2 lead. What are some of the things that you say to your guys in the break that continue to put that kind of pressure on in the third?
Yeah, for us, and this starts day one, is that we got to stick to our base, and we have a base structure that we want to execute regardless of, Tuesday night we're playing Lakeville South, or tonight we're playing Coon Rapids, and you look forward, we got Maple Grove on Saturday, and regardless who we're playing, we've got a base, we've got a structure that really we want to get really, really good at. And for our guys, it's good to play Lakeville South. It's good to be an emotional game like this, because all of those things pull us from our base and challenge our guys. And our message, never changes. We got to stick to that and be incredibly tough, be incredibly disciplined to that, because clearly that's going to be successful over the course of 25 games and 3 games in the section tournament.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll take another break.
Thank you.
And we will be back with second period highlights after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. Winston, nice hands, drives and
Get all your Cardinal sports action with Joe and I live every Monday at 7:30. If Coon Rapids plays it, Sports Night covers it. Sports Night on local cable CTN.
back at the Crick, Coon Rapids trailing Blaine by a whopping 6-2 score. And, after Blaine took a major penalty, the Cardinals got a quick answer on the power play. Got a little help, trying to stop the pass from going through. It goes off the knee of Loftus and into the back of the net. And, Nathan Clark will take it, his first goal of the season, but Bengals come right back. Loftus sweeping one in behind the defense, and then just a minute later, Loftus walking through all of the defenders and depositing in the back of the net. And then Loftus setting up a third goal in a row. That one for Landon Steffen. Those 3 goals coming in just about 2 minutes, and that really blew it open from a 3-2 game to a 6-2 game. And if you're Coon Rapids, you've got to keep the train from coming completely off the tracks. We talked a little bit with Coach Carroll about the undisciplined play, a few too many penalties. We did get some penalties at the end of that second period. Both teams getting minors, but a double minor for Blaine. So Coon Rapids is going to start here with a 5-on-3 power play for just about a minute to start the third period, and they'll have and they've looked good on the power play. They did get some help from the Bengals on that with that second power play goal, but 2 power play goals so far.
Yeah, and they as far as shots on goal, they got 9 in that period, and versus 10 for the Bengals. So they did a little better job of shrinking that margin from the first period. So I think that coming out on the power play is really important for them here in the third period. If they can capitalize, they can give themselves another opportunity to see what they can do about getting back into this.
Yeah, it's still it's not out of reach, but they definitely need to keep that gap from getting any bigger. They've got a great opportunity to do it with that 2-man advantage to start the third period. We're going to see if they can do that. We drop the puck on period number 3 right after this on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, ready to get the third period underway. Coon Rapids will have a 5-on-3 advantage for the first minute. And fresh ice. Power play is 2 for 3. And the only reason it's 2 for 3 is because of the major. You can't be perfect on a major power play.
Well, nonetheless,
And they scored just 13 seconds into that power play, too, by the way.
It's a good opportunity here for Coon Rapids to start this third period.
And I don't know that we saw Dylan Pack. I see him on the bench. I don't know that we saw him much after that body slam, head contact, game misconduct penalty. But he's on the bench. He's got his helmet on, so that's good. And as you talked about, the Cardinals able to possess the puck a little bit more, get a little more time in the Bengals zone. Cardinals able to win the draw, 5-on-3, a lot of open ice. Nathan Clark will skate in on the left wing, takes the shot, big pad save. Turnaround shot by Koval is blocked. Loftus trying to get out of the zone. Loftus handling some pressure. He handles it off for Pooter in the corner. Pooter back to Loftus, and this is how you kill a penalty.
Yep.
Bengals just going to play some keep away. And Coon Rapids, you have to put 2 bodies on the puck.
Yeah,
you have to have 2 guys on the puck. You have 2 extra guys on the ice. And down to the final 10 seconds of this 2-man advantage. Kamani Poor skates through center into the zone. Out of the reach of Pooter, takes it behind, out to the point for cleansing. First penalty is over. Down low, Clark in behind, plays it out front, a jam chance, and the net comes off. The good feed out front to Koval, and tried to jam it home, but saved by Wallen.
Yeah, I think Wallen got hurt. I think his own man fell on him. Let's take a look at it here. And you're going to see here.
The net came off. That's what the
Yeah, but
whistle
then,
blew for, but yeah,
he took a blow to the head.
Porter fell on top of him pretty solidly.
He's saying, I'm all right. Keep me in, coach. I'm a hockey player.
The
I'm
tough
tough.
part with goalies is you can ask them all of those questions to figure out if they have a concussion, but they're so goofy to begin with. You never know that they'd get those questions right even if they aren't concussed. Out to the point, there's Pack. Good to see him back on the ice. Barsness through traffic, deflected wide. Klinzing pushes it back behind. Espinoza can't control. Taken away by Loftus, moves it ahead off the stick of Dane Anderson out to center. Back for Espinoza into the zone. Stopped up, was expecting a defenseman to man that point. Got it back though and gets it across to Barsness. Barsness circles towards the board, across. Played in front, a shot, and that was blocked in close. A chance for Bowden. Wallen able to make a save.
That goal's off. They got to stop play.
2 seconds left on the power play.
Cardinals trying to get a goal here before that time is up.
Rest may want to better secure the net. Spray a little water on it.
Yep.
Freeze it to the ice.
Blaine, full strength.
Both teams back to full strength. Of course, the offsetting players will stay, and that one, the stretch pass gets Steffen behind the defense. A save made by Danik and is out of play.
Yeah, nice pass to Steffen. He's able to come in and take a shot on Danik.
I thought he stepped in before the puck got there, but not the way the officials saw it. Clark trying to feed it behind for Koval. Koval will track it down and take it in front of Shaver. Out to Clark, a shot that just misses wide into the corner. Flipped up, glove down by Koval, played out through the slot. Cardinals not able to get to it. Steffen can't get it out past the defender. Koval in the corner, tied up there with Lager. Bengals played around near side. Steffen knocked off it. Centering pass was behind Koval. Koval able to take the man off the puck. Fanning on it was Kamani Poor back on it. He's tied up there with Schaefer. Centering pass deflected by Pooter, and we have the net off again.
Yeah, and again, you made a great suggestion. Try and do something to secure that net a little better to the ice.
Well, you know, when you watch NHL games, they use a rubber bumper that's about 1.5 feet long or even longer. I think it's about 2 feet long, and it's a foot into the post and a foot into the ice. And it stays on through a lot of contact. But outside of that, you know, here they just have a little spike that's not even an
Scotch
inch.
tape.
And sometimes it just doesn't get hammered in well enough. Sometimes you'll see the official scrape some extra ice up next to it and then spray it with a water bottle to try and give it a little extra stability. But, you know, goaltenders, sometimes when they're in trouble, will give an extra little push on it.
Little bump.
And really, goaltenders these days are taught to use the post as leverage to push from side to side. And these... the little spikes are just not enough to keep it in if you're trying to push yourself off of it. Barsness is center ice, bumped by Anderson. Sutherland gets it and dumps it in deep. Danik leaves it behind. Swept, but right to Swanson. Swanson tied up there by Klinzing. Klinzing sweeps it to the corner. Anderson able to get there first. Stops up, tries to evade Klinzing. Back behind the net, leaves it off. Barsness tied up along with Golan. Able to work it to the far side, and Anderson works it free. Golan trying to center. That's deflected out to center. Long pass ahead, deflected into the zone. Sutherland turns it around. Steffen chips it to Penner. Penner gets it to Lager into the zone. Lager turns away from the pressure. One-timer by Loftus is blocked. Pass out front. Penner tried to pass it back, poked away by Danik. And Barsness clears it out of the zone. Parent across to Loftus, back to Parent. Ahead, Lager tips it into the zone. Bresnahan, first one there, sweeps it around, far side. Caught up in the skates of Mikey Alton. Bengals turn it around quickly, and another big save by Danik. He'll cover up on a point-blank chance on the side of the net.
Yeah, Steffen was right there. Steffen did a nice job of just trying to poke that home, but Danik made sure he brought it in.
Loftus walking in, tried to leave it off for Lager. Taken away by the Cardinals. Kish to the other end, trying to get around Lager. He's taken into the end boards. Loftus trying to dig it free and does. Gets it to Landon Steffen. Ahead to Luke Steffen. And he's got Loftus with him. Loftus tripped up and crashes hard into the cage and then the end board. Bengals are going to go on the power play, and it looks like Loftus is okay.
Yeah, that's the important thing. He did hit it hard.
Mikey Alton just doing everything he can to make sure he didn't get around that corner.
Oh yeah, his knee hit the post.
As long as it's a part with a pad
yes,
on it.
absolutely.
It's usually okay. Bengals win the draw, set up on the power play. Penner out to Pooter. Crosses up, goes backdoor to Penner, fanned on the one-timer, but able to recollect a shot. That didn't make it through. Turning and scoring is Alex Ernest.
Again, that rebound came out. Ernest did a nice job of putting it home. Puts the Bengals up by 5. That's 7-2. Yeah, I don't think Mark saw that.
Bengals right back on the attack. And
I think they're going to wave it off.
Nick Mikan, nope.
Oh, because I thought the net came off, but
Nope. Nick Mikan jumped on a loose puck, and Danik didn't know where it was, and he just flipped it in on the backhand into a wide open cage as the Cardinals were trying to take the body behind the net, but left the puck, and Mikan makes him pay. 2 goals just 14 seconds apart. Another look at it.
Yeah.
Cardinals trying to take the body, but the puck just
Oh, yeah, he was looking the
sitting
totally
there
opposite
alone.
way.
And that'll push it to a 6-goal lead, and the clock will tick on down. Something the Cardinals program all too familiar with.
Yeah, many last year.
Well, 0-16 last year, 12 games went to running time. So far, second game of the season, second that has gone to running time.
Assisted by number 5, Dane Anderson. We are now in running time.
And, you know, unfortunately, you can see the Cardinals just running, trying to get bodies now, and that's not what Coach Frock needs to see. And
No.
I think if I'm Coach Frock, I take a timeout and just try and settle the guys down and say, listen, this one's gotten away from us, but we can't lose our heads. You know, and you can see him still trying to coach them up. And, and this is a young team.
Yeah, a lot of sophomores.
But,
about 50% of the roster.
but you have to remember where the puck is.
Right. You have.
The puck is more important than the bodies. Everybody wants to get out there and get a big hit and take a guy off the puck, but there you go. You got 3 Bengals attacking one Cardinal player. There was no chance for Tandon Bush to get out of there with the puck or to even make a pass. Out front, the one-timer by Locker turned away by Danik. And I mean, you want to tie up bodies and take bodies away, because if
that was another goal.
Landon Steffen chopping it in on the backhand. I mean, you want to tie them up so they can't get to it.
You do.
But at the same time, you have to be aware of where the puck is.
Is that his third? I know he's got at least 2, but is that?
Yep,
that's a hat trick. Yep.
1 in each period for Landon Steffen. Steffen twins, a couple of those guys that were among the top scorers for the Bengals last year as sophomores and now juniors. Definitely dangerous. Mike circling. Leaves it off. Shot by Loftus turned away.
Assisted by number 7, Bryce Locker, and assisted by number 12, Nate Schaefer.
Danik able to poke it to the corner. Penner down low. Out front, a quick shot by Pooter. Danik able to make the save. Loftus will hold it in at the far point.
The penalty on the Cardinals.
Cardinals going to be called for another penalty.
Yep. Yeah, the wheels have come off here for Coon Rapids. But you're right, just settling down. This game got away from them, and there's plenty of hockey left in front. But
Luke Rising, one of those sophomores as well, had an outstanding season as the goaltender for the soccer team.
He did. I loved watching him play. He was made sure he protected that soccer ball when he made that save.
Yeah, maybe a little overly dramatic.
Maybe a little, but I didn't have a problem with it.
Hey, make sure it's secure.
I like it.
Ernest plays it in. Pooter sends it back to Penner, and he buries it.
Yeah, again, Penner just steps up and puts it in the back corner. Now 10-2.
So the Bengals, who are 0 for 2 on the power play through the first 2 periods, 2 for 2 with the advantage here in the third. And that lead has absolutely mushroomed.
It has. It is.
7 unanswered goals by the Bengals. Since the Cardinals had made it a 3-2 game early in the second period.
Assisted by number 9, Evan Pooter, and the second assist goes to number 12, Nate Schaefer.
Sutherland shot deflected and goes wide. Chipped ahead by Espinoza. Barsness ridden off by Dickman, and Barsness throws him down. And be careful when you take him down like that. You could find yourself right back in the penalty box. But again, it's, as I said earlier, we got to keep the wits about you, keep the emotions from getting away from you. This one's obviously out of reach. But if you lose track of where the puck is and all you're doing is going for the body, it's only going to get that much worse.
Agree.
Fanning on the shot, but Loftus able to recover under 5 minutes to go. Loftus skates through neutral ice. Short angle shot, misses wide off the end boards. Back behind the net, Tristan Golan keeping it in. Danik able to cover it up.
Almost another one there for the Bengals, but Mark able to make sure he brought that puck in.
Well, and the other part of it is, any talking you do, any extra hits after the whistle, anything like that, just let your opponent know they got under your skin, which gives them a moral and emotional victory as well. Loftus' shot off the end boards. Follow-up chance was blocked. Koval lost his stick on the deflection, played out to Pooter. Pooter through traffic, blocker saved by Danik. Loftus sends it behind. Cleansing, bumped off it there by Swanson. Pooter holds at the blue line. Pooter through traffic, save made by Danik. Clark chops it back behind. Golan trying to get to it, played off it by Port. Golan gets a chance, fires wide. Clark can't handle it. Loftus to center, takes the shot, save and cover by Danik.
Mark got a pad on it and it just popped out a short way and made sure that he gloved it. 40 shots on net now for the Bengals here with 3:20 and counting.
And the Cardinals held to just 4 shots on goal in this third period. Off the faceoff, slides in on Danik, and he covers again. Stefan able to steal. Swanson his shot, saved by Danik. Played to the line and flipped out by Kish. Schaefer turns it around. Swanson, or Anderson rather, can't get it in deep. Pass across, doesn't click. Sutherland waits, plays across, gets it ahead to Stefan. He's stopped up there by Tandon Bush. Back ahead for Landon Stefan. Landon Stefan trying to get it to Luke Stefan. Intercepted by Will Marty. Marty off the boards. Out to center. Schaefer waits, plays it off the boards. Mikey Alton had it momentarily. He got spun around. Penner into the middle. A shot by Dickman misses wide. Dickman gets it back off the end boards out to the point for Lockman. His pass deflected out to center ice. Bengals play it right back in. 90 seconds remaining. Bresnahan gets it ahead. Held at the line by Parent. Cleansing can't get his way out of the corner. Parent gets it right back for Lockman on the boards. Out to the slot, turned away and sent out to center by Matt Stahlberger. Cleansing plays it behind for Novak. His pass intercepted. Dickman shrugs off a check. Shot deflected into the corner. Loftus. And Danik got a piece of that. Loftus again. That shot saved and held. Loftus clearly looking for his third.
Well, yeah, and again, the pressure that they put in on the Cardinal net. We've seen that all night long from the Bengals. They're relentless.
Win the draw, played across. Sutherland. Let's chop it into the corner. Cardinals not able to clear. Down to the final 5 seconds. Barsness will just wait for the buzzer to be sounded, and that'll do it. And the Bengals with a statement victory here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the Cardinals playing it close in that first period, trailing 3-1, able to cut that lead to 3-2. But, boy, you can't say enough good things about the Bengals tonight, coming back with 7 unanswered goals to end this one 10-2. They will go to 1-1, and the Cardinals will drop to 0-2 on the season.
And another one that ended in lopsided fashion. And you go back to, again, that 2-minute stretch
Right.
in the middle of the second period when the Bengals jumped out and just opened the game up. 2 minutes, they caught the Cardinals with their shoulders slumped a little bit.
Yep.
And they scored 3 goals, and it got really undisciplined on both sides, especially late in the second period, but for the Cardinals all through the third period, just running after bodies, not securing the puck, not taking care of the puck when they had it.
Well, and that's what good teams do. I mean, they when they smell a little weakness, they put pressure on and they capitalize it. Give credit to the Bengals for doing that, and they saw what they needed to do and put a lot of pressure in on net, and came away with 10 goals. Very impressive.
And for both teams, still very, very early in the season. Long road ahead for Coon Rapids. They have a non-conference schedule that should give them some opportunity to find some more success. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Blaine 10, Coon Rapids 2. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Say goodnight.